Hey everyone, my name is Drake. I'm a peer career advisor here at the Center for Career Development, and today I'm going to be talking about networking. Now, networking is a very useful skill for the job, internship, co-op, search process. So it's important that we all know what it is and how we can use networking to make our careers better. So, what is networking? I have a great quote here. Networking is a deliberate activity to build, reinforce, and maintain relationships of trust with other people to further your goals. And so, you know, it's always great to know people that you can reach out to in case you need some help. And networking is one great way to be able to do that. Um, so But I think one of the key words in this definition is that networking is deliberate. So we all have to make an active effort to network. It's not something that just kind of, spontaneously happens. Everyone has to try at networking. So if you don't try, then unfortunately, you won't be very successful at networking. And so hopefully by the end of this presentation, you'll be able to recognize some steps and some actions you can take to help build your network and to get you on the right path. So there are a couple myths about networking. So one pretty common one is it's all about how many people you know. It's all about maybe in terms of LinkedIn connections, I have 500 plus LinkedIn connections. Well, to be honest, it's really about the quality of contacts or people in your network more than the quantity. So having one great contact that you can get a hold of and would be able to recommend you to an employer, be able to point you in the direction of an opportunity is a lot better than, having 10 contacts that you just kind of go to UT, but you don't know on a personal level and wouldn't really feel comfortable asking them for a favor. So it's always about quality over quantity when it comes to networking. So another myth is that networking will get you all the way to the job. That if you just network correctly, you basically have the job in the bag and you don't have to do anything else. Well, that can't be farther from the truth. Really, you want to use networking to get you to the interview stage. And then once you are in the interview stage, it's up to you to impress the interviewer just like every other candidate to be able to get the position. Networking can help get you an interview, but after that, you are more or less on your own. So it's important to know that networking won't get you all the way to the job. Another myth is that you should only network with people who can offer you a job. So, only network with recruiters, only network with maybe a small business owner, people that have the direct power to hire you. But a lot of companies really value recommendations from their employees. If they have an open spot coming up, they might ask their employees if they know of anyone who fits the position. They, know anyone they should take a look at. And so having networks with people who you may not think have the power to offer a job directly, still networking with these people and having a good relationship with them is key to having a good network and to improving your career. Another myth is that networking must be done face to face. Face to face is nice, and definitely I encourage you to network face to face when you can, but the reality of it is you can't always network face to face. And so sending well thought out emails or LinkedIn connection requests are another great way to network, either when you can't network face to face or maybe you've missed an opportunity or you just caught a name and would like to connect further. Sending a well thought out email or LinkedIn request is a great way to go. So don't be afraid to do that either. So why should we network? According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, 70% of jobs are found through networking. So that's a huge amount. And when you think about it, it makes sense because if you're hiring for a position, you would rather hire someone that you already know, you've already kind of vetted, right? So having contacts and good relationships with people in organizations is really giving you the leg up on someone who doesn't actively network, because you have these connections with people and you are in turn more likely to get offered a position if one becomes available in one of their companies or someone that they know in a related company. So, having a good network is always great no matter what. And you can find out about jobs you didn't know existed. A lot of the times companies look to fill positions with recommendations before they post them to everybody else. And so if you have a great network, you might get a job or an interview. You might get an interview for a job before the company even posts it to anyone else. So that's a great advantage. And we all simply know too many people not to use our network. I mean, professors, people in student organizations, these are all great resources and can really improve our network. So where can you network? You can network in class, like I said, with professors, TAs, and your classmates. Visiting professors' office hours is a great way to network, to ask questions, get to know them a little bit more. At the Center for Career Development, we have career consultants for each college. So scheduling an appointment with them, getting to know them is really good because they're a great resource and work very closely with employers for each college. We also have calendar of events for job fairs, workshops, networking events, anything that you can think of. We probably have an event for it at some time during the academic school year. So be on the lookout for those and take advantage of them so you can help improve your network. And on LinkedIn, so reaching out to alumni in a company or industry that you're interested in or a desired location is a great thing to do. I've done that a lot of times, and alumni are very receptive to working with you and answering your questions. And so don't be afraid to send a LinkedIn request to somebody at a company, a region, or an industry where you think that you might like to have a career. That's a great option and, can really help improve your network. So when you network, make sure to use class. So clarify your information. Center for Career Development has walk-in hours to where we can help you update your resume beforehand and know what you're looking for. So have pre-thought out questions about what you will ask. It really impresses the person that you're asking and networking with, and hopefully you'll get more pointed and specific answers that'll help answer your own questions. So be on the lookout for companies and people, career fairs and recommendations. Like I said before, networking takes effort. These people won't come to you. And so, being active and looking for opportunities to network, looking for companies and people is key to networking. So approach either in person, email, phone, etc. And remember that networking can seem informal and it can be informal, but always remain a professional when you're networking. This is someone that might offer you a job, might recommend you for a job later, so you don't want to make any bad impressions on this person. And send a follow-up, thank you letter, email. This is always a great thing to do. Thank them for their advice, thank them for their guidance, thank them for their connection. Really leaves a good impression and leaves the door open for later conversations and later interactions with this person. And stay in touch. Like I said, the follow-up leaves the door open, and be sure, don't just forget about someone after you've networked with them. If you're making quality connections, you should be able to stay in touch with them and hopefully strengthen that connection you have with them over time. And then, there's your 30-second commercial. So your name, school, year, major, specific interests, and what makes you stand out from other candidates. And here's a quick example. So I could say something like, hello, my name is Drake Oberholzer. I'm a junior at the University of Tennessee, majoring in advertising. Some experience that has prepared me for a career in this field is my internship last summer with a nonprofit organization where I helped manage a advertising campaign for a fundraiser. And I could talk more about that and, explain how this is a unique experience that can help me in their career or their industry. So just a quick example of a 30-second commercial. Here's some tips on how to talk to a job fair recruiter. Always use eye contact, be friendly, smile, offer your handshake, give your little 30-second introduction, and ask about career opportunities. Just be engaged with the recruiter. Always have your resume on hand so you can give them resumes. Ask how to schedule a job interview and a business card. Just staying professional, staying courteous, staying interested are all key aspects and, key things you can do when talking to a job fair recruiter. And just remember that it's not who you know, it's who knows you. Because most of the time, people in your network initiate the opportunities. So, thanks for listening to our presentation. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram at Vol Careers. And our office is still holding office hours during this time. You can schedule appointments online through Handshake, so be sure to do that. And I hope you all have a great day.